Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. Second stream of the day. As promised, I've had me some lunch, and now I'm back for some more trains. And this time I thought I'd show you the menus as well. I think it's the first time we've really looked at them. I don't recall doing it on the training centre one, which is right slap bang there, right in the middle of the thing. So they're jumping straight in with a hey, look it. But we don't want training centre today. We want to go to our trains, and I really like how this works. Because you can pick a train or you can pick a route, and that makes me very happy. We're not going to pick a train. We're going to pick a route because we're sticking with the southeastern high speed. And we're going to do a scenario, and one needs to do a difficult one. A class 375 or a class 395. Now I'm pretty sure that's the javelin. Yeah, I don't want to do the javelin. So let's do a storm. That sounds fun. It's more difficult, but that's fine. So we'll look at 9,500 points for top end. So let's do it. Let's get started. Yeah, we're definitely doing morning storm. I've already done one in the morning. Why not do a second? I also have a cup of tea, which is like a chocolate milkshake, but not chocolate or milkshake. Welcome to Gillingham Depot. Today you'll be driving the early morning service to Dartford. There's been strong winds and rain all night, so take extra care when driving and remain vigilant of any debris or flooding. Ooh, exciting. I quite like these little nippers. They're quite fun. Yeah, let's set us up some thingy-bob and stick it forward. And let's get going. Right the way up. Okay, too much up. Fine. Let's open some windows. There we go. I like to be able to hear the train. No, there's a lot to hear on these guys. Right, I need to find the wipers. Wiper control. Oh, that's lovely. Sometimes it's really hard to find where the wipers are. That's probably a little bit too quick. Let's put it on slow. There we go. Now, red signal already. Let's have a look at the outside view. That's a lot of carriages. Oh, we've just gone yellow. So let's keep going forward then. Ooh. Thunder. Okay, so we're chasing the reds at the minute. It's okay. Oh, level crossing. Anyone waiting? Yeah. I like that the level crossings actually actually work. And that makes me very happy. Not that we're gonna, be worrying about that because we're not on that kind of thing. I'm hoping that the prettiness comes through on your screens wherever you're watching this. Morning. It's very pretty. It's very nice looking. Oh, we can accelerate. Let's accelerate because we're going to Strood. So let's head forth. And while we head forth, we'll have a bit of a chat about what's been happening in the world of real life trains. This is coming in October of 2022, where rail strikes have been in the news and have been impacting at least my journey to or from work. Yeah, it's been a bit of a tough time recently in the UK, just in general, um, but particularly where it comes to kind of transport and public services, because everything's gone up in price and wages haven't. So I mean, I know I'm out of pocket, as I know a lot of people are out of pocket. Some people are in a much worse situation than others, as is always the case. So at the minute, I'm not bad. Yeah, we're okay. The missus and I, we're all right. But I know some families are really struggling. Um, it helps that we don't have kids, because if we had kids, it'd be considerably more difficult. And we need to brake real hard here. I'm glad no one's on board, because they'd be shaking around pretty badly. But yeah, I mean, my job, my day job is I'm a teacher, and teachers are currently looking at striking. The missus is in the NHS; they're currently looking at striking, and the trains have been striking because there's people can't afford to live, frankly. Um, so while it was a massive faff getting to and from work for a couple of days, I 100% understand and support their decision to have, striked. Because it's about conditions and it's about pay. And train drivers' conditions are currently not good. The pay is decent. Let's not pretend like they're on, $3.50 an hour or all that. They're on a decent amount of cash, but it's not just about the cash. For the train drivers, and one of the reasons, or part of the reason for NHS kind of looking at striking, is because of conditions. Teachers, speaking as a teacher, it's less about conditions, although the conditions are pretty poor, and it's more about the 20% pay cut we've had over the last 10 years. So, swings and roundabouts. But in terms of trains, and obviously as we're playing the trains, we'll talk about the trains. Hello, buddy. It's very much about kind of the conditions they're currently in, which are woeful. There's less guards, and when you don't have enough, we'll call them support staff, but you don't have enough people, other than the driver, you can't have a safe environment for people. And if people are being overworked because of, and this is linking in with the NHS one as well, if people are being overworked because of a lack of staff, it's dangerous. This train right here, can I get some stats on it? Here we are. It's 341.7 tons. That's dangerous. If something goes wrong, people are going to get seriously hurt. So you need people who, number one, are very good at their jobs, but number two, feel like they can do their jobs and do their jobs properly and be able to do the jobs to the best of their abilities. Because if you can't, you've got a very serious problem. And what we currently have in the UK is a very serious problem, where we have amazing people who can do amazing jobs, but can't do the jobs because they're overworked and just unable to work to the best of their abilities, frankly. And I definitely count teachers in this little bit, as we're massively overworked and we're massively underpaid, as is everyone in the NHS. And teaching in NHS have a very similar problem in that retention is basically zero. And what I mean by that is people leave and no one's there to replace them. That's a very, very sharp turn. Ooh. Ooh. That's unpleasant. So if, for example, I decided to leave my job, which I have no intention of doing, I like the school I work in. If I did choose to leave my job, however, I don't think I'd be replaced, frankly, because there's no one to replace me. I mean, that sounds very big-headed, doesn't it? I'm irreplaceable. I don't mean it in that way. I mean, there's literally no one to replace me with, either through the fault of there aren't enough teachers, but also there's not enough money. You know, teachers' pay increased. Wasn't with inflation, but teachers' pay increased. But the problem was, it wasn't funded. So we are all now earning slightly more money, but there's no money to have paid for it. So that money's got to come from somewhere, and unfortunately, potentially, it means that teachers are going to be made redundant because their school can't afford them anymore. Oh, that was the emergency brake. Did not want to do the emergency brake. Ah, bum. I might have just completely messed this up. We'll see. Okay, that train's going that way, that's right. So yeah, it's difficult times. Difficult times for everyone. Obviously we're very thankful that we're not in a position where there's, war. That we're not losing our lives fighting for our freedoms. If you look at it in that kind of way, we're exceptionally lucky. But speaking from the situation that the UK finds itself in, there isn't enough money to cover stuff. We're moving house, but there's the constant threat over our heads of, can we actually afford this now? If things don't get sorted, can we afford to move? We've shelled out a hell of a lot of money to be able to do this, and it's scary. It is scary, on a personal level. It's pretty terrifying. And I know I'm not the only person in this situation. I know people who are about to start families, and they're now going, can we actually afford to have kids? And people shouldn't be in this kind of position. So it's a tough one. It's a real tough one. Going back to the rail strike, sorry, I went very more political than I intended there. But it's all true and accurate stuff. And going back to the rail strikes, interestingly, and this was what I was going to be talking about in the previous video before I stopped myself and held on to it. If all the buses go perfectly on time, and it all works absolutely smoothly and swimmingly, it takes me no longer to get to work via bus than it does via train. I'll give you some context. I live in Walsall, in the town centre, and I work on the very edge of Birmingham. I pass the "Welcome to Birmingham" sign, and just making sure I don't speed here. It's one train. It's two buses. So I'll go from leaving work, because that's kind of the fairer way. If I leave work at 3:30 and I walk up to the village where I work, I will be sat at it's about a 15-minute walk. My train's at 22, so I miss it. There's no way I can get that train. It's gone, unless it's very, very late. It's gone. Also, pay attention. You've got to start slowing down. Cool. So it's a 15-minute walk. Huzzah, huzzah. I then have to sit there until 10 past. So I get there for about 1:45. I sit there till about 10 past. Get on the train. 10-minute train journey. Literally 10 minutes from my stop to get to Walsall. Great. Wonderful. This is fantastic. And then it's a 7-minute walk home. Bonza. So I leave work at 3:30. I usually get in. Sorry, I'll break and stop first. That was pretty good. There we go. I'll get back in for about 25 to 5. So I've left at 3:30. All in all takes about an hour and 5 minutes. But the actual journey is 10 minutes. Like, there's 15-minute walk, 7-minute walk the other side, 10 minutes in the middle. I know I'm putting them early, but shh. We're leaving. Oh, there we go. And the rest of the time, I sit on the train station, which is great. I've got a book, read a book. You know, it's a nice way to spend, 20 minutes. Just relaxed, thinking about the day, planning my lessons for the next day, kind of taking a load off. The days are very, very stressful, so actually having that kind of 15, 20 minutes just sat on a train station, decompressing, I guess is the right term, is great. Now, if I chose to do it by bus, it takes me the same amount of time to walk into the village, but then I have to walk a little bit further, so it's about an extra 2-3 minutes. As long as I've left exactly at 3:30. If it's any later, this doesn't work. I can get to the bus stop for the first bus, which is about Whistlewood. There we go. About 8 minutes, probably. It's about an 8-minute bus journey. Basically, it goes up the hill to an area where all the rest of the buses are. But they're once every half an hour. So if I don't get out exactly on time, and if the bus is on time, it means, there we go, I get there, bang on, get the bus up the hill, and then wait for my next bus, which they're every, not even 10 minutes. Hello, other train. It's class 66. I did that earlier. In fact, it might be that exact same train. The time's not far off, actually. Anyway, distracted, whistle. Yeah, so the bus is every 10 minutes, and it's anything between a 20-minute and a 35-minute bus journey. With the time sat waiting for the bus, as long as it's on time, and I get back into Walsall, I've got a further walk, so it's like an extra 5 minutes on my walk. I actually walk in the door at 4:35, which is the same time as if I get the train. But with the train, I get 20 minutes sat, relaxing, not having to worry. And with the bus, if I miss the first bus, I then have to walk up the hill. And it is quite a hill. And it's a solid 15-minute walk. Especially after doing a 15-minute walk and I have arthritis in my right knee. So it's actually really, really challenging to do that walk if I miss that bus. I'm glad I just noticed the speed limit. We're fine. Everything's fine here. And at least once I'm up the top, the buses are very, very regularly. Very, very regularly? Very regular. Even if the train, the bus is like late, there is another bus I can catch. It's slower, but I can catch it. But what this does mean is that if anything is late, it then takes me considerably longer. On the way to work, basically the same situation. And I found this on Wednesday and Thursday, just gone. On the Wednesday, it was the day of the strikes. I went out 15 minutes before I normally do. Got the bus, but then had to wait 20 minutes the other end for the next bus, which was fine. I sat there, I read my book, it was lovely. But I ended up 5 minutes later into work. So in this case, it went smoothly, and I left 15 minutes earlier and arrived 5 minutes later because of that 20-minute bus journey in the middle and that 20-minute wait. Again, fine. I've got no issues with a bit of a wait. That's fine. The Thursday, trains were back. However, because all the trains were in the wrong places, no services started until I might have left this a bit late. Didn't want the emergency brake. There we go. Oh, I hope I haven't got to reset something. We'll see. I'll put the window back down. What was I saying? Yeah, trains didn't start till 8:30. So I left 15 minutes early, same as I did the day before. However, the bus didn't turn up. Just didn't show up at all. And because that bus didn't show up, the next bus was rammed. It was so rammed, I couldn't get on it. Now, luckily, there was, because that bus was also late, but at least it turned up. The next bus, at least, did turn up on time. Because I'd let the previous bus go, it meant that this bus wasn't so chocker. Now again, with the arthritis, I struggled to stand up for a long. Oh, the storm appears to be getting worse. There's reports of minor trackside flooding down the line. Watch your speed. Remain vigilant of any unreported debris. Well, this is exciting. Let's save the game because I've got saves on. You see. Because I don't know what's going to happen here, so this is going to be exciting. I'm going to try and talk while going through, but yeah, this could be more difficult. Yeah, so I can't stand up for long periods of time because I just really struggle. I really struggle to stand up. That's a lot of flooding. This is actually what happens in Walsall train station. When it rains, the water is like properly on the tracks. Just like that. Sploosh! I was hoping for like a proper sploosh. Oh well. More power! So I completely distracted myself then. So yeah, waiting for the next train, next bus. This was 20 minutes after my initial bus should have gone. Now there's a 20-minute wait at the other end. You may remember from previous. Problem is, the bus was 20 minutes late. So I managed to get into where I change onto my bus to watch the other bus drive away. So then I have to walk down the hill because they're every half an hour. And if I wait an extra half an hour, I'm then late for work. Now bearing in mind, I get into work an hour early every day. And I now have to walk it because if I don't, I'm not going to make it onto work on time. Hello, train. So a big challenge. It's big difficulties when the trains are cancelled, when they are due to strikes. And I know I'm not the only person who's in that position. And the only people who can make a difference with this are the people in charge. But the people in charge aren't negotiating, which makes it really awkward for everyone. Because, frankly, train drivers deserve better. My dad was a train driver. My granddad was a train driver. So it's kind of in the blood. I'm a virtual train driver, as you can see. But yeah, it's just a bit awkward. Like, they're the people who can do something, but they're not, and they deserve better. In the same way the NHS deserve better, and teachers deserve better, and shop people deserve better, and everyone deserves better than we're currently getting. And not just, oh, there we go, and not just here in the UK. I've got friends in America who are having very similar issues. I've got friends in the Far East who are having the same kind of issues. I've got friends in Australia who are having the same kind of issues. So it's a worldwide kind of issue of the little people who do all of the jobs, and without us, businesses wouldn't be making money, can't afford to live, and that's awful. To prove this point even more, and this is something that I saw this morning. Teaching assistants. I know a lot of amazing teaching assistants. I am very, very fortunate to have worked in education long enough that I know a lot of very, very, very awesome people. And my mum was a teaching assistant, so I 100% get it. And some schools have lost double digits amounts of TAs. Trade! In the last X amount of time. Now let's go outside for this one. Oh, that's a good shot. Enjoyed that. Oh, bump. I should be stopping. I got completely distracted there. Whew. It's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine here. I mean, we're slightly late now. That's okay. It's bad weather conditions, man. Oh no, my headphones have just said I'm low on battery. So I'm going to stop. I'm going to open the doors. And then I'm going to change the battery. So, yep. Please excuse my waffle for a moment. And back. Let's just make sure it's working. Yeah, groovy, groovy. Luckily, my headphones are just to unplug and plug back in with another battery. Jobs, otherwise that would have been really awkward. And we're away. TAs have been having to leave their jobs, and the reason being they can get a higher paid wage working at Aldi than they can in their job, which they love. And that's horrible. That's properly horrible. I mean, I'm just going off what I read. I'm definitely not going to talk about actual wages on definites because every school is different, for a start. But the article I read, which was from a couple of places in the UK, one of them being in Birmingham, was saying that their TAs are on £10 an hour, and for when they were putting up the ads for TAs, £10 an hour, that they were directly competing against Aldi jobs, which were paying £13.77. And, well, you've got to go with what's going to allow you and your family to live, really, haven't you? So, unfortunately, yeah, no one wants the TA jobs. And working in a school, you know, I know how important TAs are, and they're all amazing people. But they have to make a choice between, do I do the thing I love, or do I support my family? And rightfully, they are going for supporting the families. And am I going to stop in time? Is this going to be perfect? Wow. How close was it? That's like spot on. Actually spot on. See, who'd have thought being distracted... Oh, that's a bit of tree. Being distracted sometimes means I drive better. It totally doesn't. That was a complete and utter fluke. Like, complete and utter fluke. We're 11 seconds late. So yeah, it's all interesting and difficult out there. Small piece of debris. Okay. Now, is this the tree bit that we're looking at? Yes, it is. I'm glad I didn't just leave. There we go. That little bit of tree was very much in our way. Close the door. Close the door. Go, 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 go! I understand we're getting all the wheels slip, but we also need to make up all the time. Because that stupid bit of tree. There we go. So yeah, world, difficult place. And I fully support anyone, and yeah, I'll give very much thoughts to anyone who's struggling out there financially, or who's worried. But hopefully, keep smiling, keep looking forward, and hopefully you've got a good support network of people around you who care about you, who can help potentially, because that's the kind of stuff we need right now. We need to help each other, just as much as we can. But obviously remember that some people are struggling more than others, and some people don't like to make it look like they're struggling. I know there's a few people who are very, very dear friends who I know are struggling, but they refuse to tell me that they're struggling. And I can completely get it. I completely get it. Some people just don't want to make it look like they're in dire straits. Unlike Mark Knopfler, who is literally in dire straits, or was in dire straits. Sorry, that was a really inappropriate kind of pun. But whatever. This has all been very heavy, so I thought that was the right time to stick in a cheeky little bit of musical punnage. And I really should be paying more attention, but I've got very much onto the topic. So yeah, people are striking, and I completely get it, 100%, and I feel sorry for people who are struggling very greatly. Yeah, try and keep smiling. And watch stupid things on YouTube or Twitch. Yeah. And for those people who have joined so far and been watching this, it's genuinely great to have you on board. It's genuinely great to have people kind of tuning in and watching. Because it's one of those things that, for me, kind of creative endeavours is what I'm all about. And playing games and being creative this way is something that I'm thoroughly enjoying. Because it's fun and it's different. I very much enjoyed doing the guitar playing one. I know once we've moved, I really want to do more of that. I have a plan. I have a plan for how I'm going to make it work. But I'm not going to divulge said plan because I might turn it into a video. I might do it as an actual, like, proper video rather than a Twitch stream because it's going to take hours and hours and hours to do. But it'll be good, and it'll mean I'll be set up. Like when I said about having a permanent stream setup, yeah, that but with like guitar setup as well. So if I want to play guitar, I just can. And it means if I want to stream guitar, I just can. Or if I want to record guitar, I just can. Because right now, I can't. That train's still there. Like, we were here not long ago in the Class 66, and that train's still there. Right, is Dartford our last stop? Oh, we are really breaking the speed limit now. No one saw it. Hello, other train. I'd honk, but it feels a bit, you know, a bit rude. I'm not sure I like this Ghibli job, like, reflecting in the side of the train. I'm not sure I like that at all. I keep meaning to turn it off. That made me jump. Oh, emergency brake. I left that a bit late. Woo! Hooey. Right, I don't know if that's the end of the journey. Surely it's not. Surely it's not. I don't know how long I've been on for. But surely that's not the end. Surely you can't be serious. So they've closed their doors, but they're not going anywhere. I just wanted to scare me. I just love that building. I don't know what it is, but it's cool. Purple and blue. Oh, nice work out there. Let's see how you did. I need 9,500 and I got 10,063. So nailed that one. It's quite a dramatic shot. Might be my thumbnail. There's been a couple of good shots that this could have worked. Stop accuracy, yeah. Some of them not so good. Some of them alright. No, I enjoyed that. So the question is now, have I achieved mastery? Or is it being a pain? Ooh, it's my save. Okay, cool. Right, let's find out. Save these in high speed. Progress. Yeah. Now I just need to drive 150 miles. That's a lot of miles. So while you're here, let's do another one. You know, I had only intended on doing one, but let's do a second. Because I've been doing the rail journeys. I've been really enjoying them on the high speed. So let's continue. Let's find out what's next. So I've done Shooting Star, I've done Networker. Have I finished computer games? Yeah, I've finished computer games and got them all gold. Alright on the night. So this is all evening services. I've done none of these. Riders on the Thames. Okay, it looks very similar to the one we've just done, in fairness. Yeah, let's do it. It's going to be pretty similar area by the looks of it. But we'll see. Ooh, what's this? Oh, it's the silly one. Welcome to Dartford. This service will run to Faversham before terminating. I don't like the nose on these ones. They're just a bit weird. But I like the train. I do like the train. Sticker in neutral. Unlock the doors. That one. I do like trying to do things properly. So using the actual buttons rather than using plop, that menu. I much prefer to push the button. Get our fire extinguishers. Where are we? 14th of August 2020. This should be quite a nice day then. It's the middle of August. Lock the doors. And sticker in forward. Oh, push the button. And let's go. Hello with the train. Get some windows open. Oh, I think we're going the other... No, we're not. I was thinking, oh, where were we going the other way? No, that's the same train we've seen twice today already. Hello, train. I kind of want to do the go on foot and just go and steal that train. Or turn it so the points go off to the right and just plough it into the wall. Oh, we can go faster. Let's go. And we can stick it in full maximum go-go juice. And it'll work. Because we're not having to worry about the wetting. There's no wetting from the sky. So we're golden. And there we go. Whee! I still find it ever so slightly strange when one starts tilting. These trains are also slightly challenging. Well, I find them slightly challenging to keep them at a consistent speed. Right, we're definitely going to get there before we should, I think. Now, I need to remember how well these are. How good these are at stopping. Pretty sure they're decent. So about 600 yards, I'll slam the anchors on. And then I'll find out if I'm right or not. Okay, anchor's being slammed. Too much anchors. Too much slam. Yeah, I'm not usually a big fan of going too heavy on brakes. As my father would say, that, you know, the new modern drivers are taught to, you know, brake hard, brake heavily, brake late. But I like the old guard. See, nice, silky, smooth stop. Beautiful. That's what we like, innit? There. I don't know what's on your shirt. Come here so we can have a look. Oh, I like the colour of your shoes. Well, they're very nice. Everyone's wearing a hat. Let's have that. Two people are wearing a hat. Literally 2. You're wearing a hoodie. It's a bit warm for a hoodie, isn't it, love? He's got a hat. There are 3 people of the 9 we've seen are wearing hats. Not sure if the hoodies count. That's another hat. Yeah, some of these people look like they're, you know, very much, it is the middle of summer, it's August, it's beautiful. And some people are like, it's a horrible time of the year. Like, pick one, guys. Right, let's go. Full power. Because the trains can handle it. There we go. Let's see if I can walk over there. There's quite a few places here that I want to do on foot. Partly because I've not done all the go and do the things. Ooh, we should be stopping. Didn't notice it was as close as it actually is. Actually, no, we can still accelerate for a little bit. This should be fine. Yeah, no worries. And lots of brakes. And less brakes. And a little bit of brakes. There we go. See, nice and smooth. I mean, probably the people on here won't be thinking it's nice and smooth. They'll be complaining that it was a terrible, terrible run. And that they got bounced here, there, and everywhere. But that's their problem. And while we're stopped, it's time for some chocolate orange, I think. Not that they are sponsoring this video, but if they wanted to, I'm good with that. I love a chocolate orange. Om nom nom nom. I don't know why chocolate orange is so good. I don't even like oranges. But chocolate orange. Eat them all day. I was hoping this would last me most of the week, and I'm already halfway through. Bought it yesterday. Started it this morning. I'm going to leave it until 45 seconds. I'm going to close the doors. Close. And go. Well, we close our doors 30 seconds before we leave. I'm doing it 15 seconds before I leave. I think that's quite fair. Although it should be noted that the missus hates it. She gets very stressed when I'm playing this game. And I'm like, I'm just going to close the doors and leave. He's like, but you've still got 2 minutes to go. I'm like, yeah, well. And she gets very unhappy with me. I think mostly she gets unhappy with me because I'm usually so precise on things. Like if I'm cooking something and I'm weighing things, it'll be exact. And I'll be unhappy if it's not. But then, for some reason in this game, I'm like, I'm leaving. Bye. Right. I'm going to put the brakes on. Now. From 63 miles an hour. Hello, other ugly train. Actually, could have left it another 200 yards. Quite easily. You're 5 seconds early. Beautiful. Uh-oh. It started raining, even though the clouds look lovely. Well, this has just got a bit interesting. That's the cab heater. Aha, wiper mode. Let's put it on intermediate. Intermediate. Intermittent. Apologies for my brain. Come on. Finish line the passengers. Passage. And go. And go. I think I put it on ever so slightly too quickly. Now, because this is a scenario, not a mission, a scenario, I wonder if it's always going to rain, like, as you get into that station. Because some of the scenarios are very much this weather happens at this time. Any trains around here this time? None? Rubbish. Brakes. Obviously wasn't going as fast this time. I'm actually now late. Ugh. Disgraceful. "36 seconds late. Just what is the problem? 36 seconds late, that's the problem. And I can't see the signal anymore. I know it's green because it says so on the top right, but shh. Where's the beep beep? There it is. Let's do it properly. So I'm going to close the door, then I'm going to do the signal. Meep meep. Oh, it should be the guard doing this. He should meep meep me, and I should meep meep him back. Come on, passage. Everyone's on. Except for this fella who's the wrong side of the thing, because I stopped where it told me to. That did not sound like I expected it to sound. I expected it to go meep meep. Is that different? But that's the emergency brake, that's the master key. Let's not press those. There's a speed set. I'm intrigued by that. Should probably look at what I'm doing. Vigilance pedal. It's the dead man's. It's the dead man's pedal. It's for if you're dead. Ahoy. Let's try and make a bit of time back. Right. So about 450? 450 yards, slam the brakes on. That feels a bit brave. Let's do 450 for the 30 mph limit. Okay, stay on target. 450. Here we go. Go! Am I going to hit 30? No, I'm not. Not far off, though. At least I was able to confirm. 450. No. I'd have missed the station. I was, what, 36 seconds late? Maintained 36 seconds late. I mean, I guess that's something. I think more chocolate orange is a reward. Nom nom nom. If only I could just close the doors and leave. Apparently I can't. Even though it's very obvious that no one else is getting on the train. Look, love, if you're getting on, get on. You're not even wearing a hat. You don't even have an umbrella. That fella's got a hat and an umbrella. And you have neither. Buy a hat. Okay, let's go. Ooh. Okay, we're officially at wet enough that I cannot just go punch it chewy. Good to know. I might even have to put the wipers on higher. Oh, bump. There we go. So we were already breaking the speed, well, not breaking it, but driving over the limit, so we didn't lose anything there, I don't feel. Right up to 50. And cease. I'll try and leave a couple of miles per hour on the table. Just because I want to try and get as many points as I can. And because of things like this where I'm going downhill, I'm getting mightily close to braking. Because we're a long train, I don't think. Yep. There we go. Hello, Javelin. I don't like you. There we go, we've got all the speed we can do now. So let's do it. Yeah, because you get 50% less points for driving over the speed limit than if you drive at the speed limit. I generally like to not brake it. Yeah, I kind of generally aim for the 8 of whatever it is. So as I can now do 70, 68 is more than enough. And then if I do happen to hit like the 9, I just stick the brake on a bit. Get her back under control. So now I'm slowing down. Let's put a bit of power on. Then when I hit 8, I'll take it back off. It's that kind of awkward thing that, because these trains are just click, 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 click in terms of power, I never feel like you can get it exact. Like, I don't feel like I can balance it so it stays at whatever speed, which is a shame, because I really wish we could do that. I'm pretty sure there's, I think it's called a train driver control, which is literally that. Been here recently. We went up to the left. I hope we carry on straight here. There we go. Hello, yard. We dropped those off, probably. Got distracted. Yeah, there's a little controller that is basically the little bit, but I don't know how well it would work, and I don't think it'd still let you get the fine control, because these trains are, it's on or it's off. Like, I'm now in power 2. I'm now in power 1. I'm now power off. I don't think I could get it exactly to wherever it is. Right, I'm going to start braking because we're downhill and it's raining. But now I'm going to let it go for a bit. Just want to try and get some time back. Although it's raining really quite heavily now. Like, really quite heavily now. Definitely need to put the thing back up. We were 36 seconds off. We're now 13. That's definitely better. And a bit of time there. Right, 2.3 miles, 15 mile an hour spin it. Spin it? Speed limit. That could be quite a challenge. I don't know what the next stop is. I don't know where we are now. I can't see a sign. I wasn't paying attention. Let's go! No. Come on. Hurry up. I want to leave. off to Strood. At past. I don't think we're going to make that. She's going in 2. Can she handle 3? She can handle 3. Can you handle 4? No. It's alright. When we hit the bridge. Tunnel bridge. There you go. Just use the dry grip inside. Why are we emergency stopping? What's happened? Hello, driver. One of the doors have opened. Well, that's ruined it. And I haven't got the things on. Let's recover from the breakage. Check the door. Move to the car with the open door. Hello. It's dark in there. I like the purple. They're very nice seats. Ooh, that's opening slowly. Press the closed door button. Thank you for no one dying. Appreciate that. Any one of you could have fallen out. Thank you. But you didn't. We should have put the cab lights on. Oh, this train now has to be taken out of service for a check over. Guess we're not going to Strood. Let's go. Oh, we're still stopping at Strood. And we can floor it. I didn't notice how many points we needed. Don't know why I moved the camera to look in the top right corner. Because the top right corner moves. Because you always do that. At least we can get some proper speed before we exit the tunnel. I think when we hit a mile, I'll start slowing down. Sploosh! So a mile to the 15 miles. I know a speed limit. I finished the sentence. Just for you that was. There we go. We'll start braking. Only a little bit. But we'll start braking. In fact, the brakes on this are really amazing. Like the brakes on 1 are better than some trains on max. That was more brakes than I intended them. That's okay. Everything's fine here. And brake. See, these brakes are awesome. Especially after the last 66, where the brakes were not awesome. The brakes were horrible. Where's the intercom? It's the interlock. Train faults, regen brakes. That's the signaller. Somewhere there'll be a thing where you make the announcement. It's not that, but it's fun. Just want to make an announcement to the passengers. Get off my train. It's bossed. Get out. I did one of the at the end of day services on the New York line, and parked up the train, and there was still like a train full of people on it. I'm like, I'm locking the doors. I'm going home. Bye. It's really kind of awkward. Get out. You off? Good. I'm an owl. I've fully turned my head around. Right, gotta go to Rochester. We'll go nice and slow, because, you know, now it's spoiling. And also, this is the last bit for today. Hello, train. I'm not very well. I'm broken. Hello, Tower of London. I think. Don't know if it's Tower of London. Could be. There's a sub over there. I don't really know London very well, unfortunately, so I couldn't tell you. Genuinely haven't got a clue. But let's pretend it's the like Tower of London. I don't know what stop this is. Rochester, I imagine. Probably makes sense. Yeah, Rochester. stopping at the station because I'm broken. Hi. Hi everyone. Sorry, you're not getting on me, I'm bust. Limping through at low speed. Like the sad little train that I am. Oh, we're stopping at the broken train station. Cool. Broken train. Broken station. Such a sad, sad story. I suspect this is the end of the journey, but we'll ensure that it is before I say goodbye. Before I depart for a second time. And brakes. Shut down the train. Reset the DRA. Reverse it off. Master key off. Get out. So I'll even close the windows. Because it's a horrible day. Thank you. Hopefully the train won't be out of service for too long. Can I get to where it's not raining? Can I get in here, please? Oh, no. How do you do? Got a gold. Lovely. That will definitely have helped the old mastery. Let's find out. I drove 14 point, well, almost 15 miles, which is not enough. But we're getting there. Well, thank you very much for joining me today on this journey. How far have we got? Oh, loads. It's not even telling me, that's how much there is. And the reward is a large container ship. Whew! That's so much drama. Yeah, genuinely thank you for joining us today. It's been lots of fun. I've enjoyed actually doing a bit of streaming for a change and playing a bit of the old computer games. It feels like it's been a very, very long time. So yeah, thank you very much. Enjoy your upcoming week, or if your week has started, enjoy the week that's currently going on. And yeah, hopefully see you soon. Pending. Work is very, 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 very busy at the moment, but hopefully, yeah, I'll see you all soon for some more trains. And I haven't forgotten about the Formula One. But yeah, number one, we're waiting for some patches, and number two, we just don't have time. We haven't had time to sit down and do the next race. So keep an eye out. It will happen at some point. When? I don't know, but it'll happen at some point. So yeah, thank you very much. Take care, enjoy, and see you next time. Ta-da!